Hey all, my name is Kurt. I'm here with Trenton. Welcome to SLB Basement Bourbon Bar. And Trenton and I had a fantastic idea.
Is it better than my idea yesterday?
I think it just might be.
I don't think so.
That was a rough video to get through.
It was good. It was good. I liked it. The Baby Hudson, delicious.
You kept it, didn't you?
I did. I kept it. I had some after the video when I was I was editing.
Sure. That's why it's still on my stairs going to the upstairs, because you just left it sitting there. Yeah.
Anyways.
All right, here's what we're going to do today. This is kind of a crazy idea, but you know what? Sometimes I do that, right?
Uh-huh.
You're going to be all right?
Yeah.
All right. I wanted to take some of the largest distilleries, the largest producers, most renowned bourbon distilleries in the United States, and come up with what our absolute favorite bottle from each distillery. Then I thought a lot of those might be allocated, and things that people might not be able to get.
Yeah.
Only on a rare occasion when we're very, very lucky.
Yeah.
So I also want to include then our favorite shelf bottle.
Okay.
Something that I hope most people will be able to find on the shelf at all times, hopefully. And I know that's dependent on what area you live in.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to include something special here, Trenton. What is our least favorite?
That's my favorite. That's my favorite topic.
Is
the
it?
least favorite or the worst or the most hated, like
Why?
that kind of thing.
I'd rather talk about good things.
Well, yeah, but you can't talk about the good without talking about the bad.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose you got a point.
So we're kind of like the what do they call that? The yin,
The yin and the yang?
Yeah.
I tell your mom that all the time. There's a yin and a yang, right?
Exactly.
Honey?
So
That's
you're
what I
like the
say.
good one, and I'm the not good one.
You're the evil son.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. You want me to start out?
Sure.
All right. I'm going to go with Jim Beam first. Monster Distillery, right?
Big guy.
And I don't, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're is it the top producing bourbon in the United States or sales or both? Jim Beam.
I cannot confirm or deny. I don't know the statistics. I know that Jim Beam, especially the white label, is like the highest grossing bourbon in terms of sales. I don't know if Jim Beam in particular is the highest like gross volume between all of their brands, but it's pretty high up there.
Well, let's say it's a huge distillery, that's for sure. Huge. So what we came up with, and Trenton and I decided on all these bottles. Some not without argument.
We argued for hours about these.
We'll get to that. But our favorite bottle out of Jim Beam was just a recent one we had a video on.
It is.
Trenton, the Claremont bottle. I'll tell you what, that was fantastic.
It was.
I enjoyed that immensely. I need to get in a little more. You can see I haven't had any since we did the video.
Yeah, well, I give you all the good bottles that we bring down here. I give you all the good ones. So this is one that you get to savor. I will say when the Boston comes out and when the Frankfurt one comes out, it'll be interesting. We'll have to do a side by side between all three.
Yeah.
But this one was $170. The proof, 110 proof, really solid bottle.
Yeah, it was really, really good. Wasn't that 16 year? 17 year?
17 year, yep.
Wow, it was just so good.
Yeah.
So deep. So there's just so many rich, complex flavors there.
Very good.
Fantastic. Now, a little bit of an argument here, but I kind of agree with Trenton. Their best shelf bottle we came up with was Knob Creek 9-year.
It was between Knob Creek 9-year and Baker 7.
Yes.
The argument was that Baker 7 is about double the price of this.
This is true.
And this is older. Baker's is 7-year-old. This is 9-year-old. The only difference is Baker's 7 is 107 proof.
Yes, correct. A
This is
little more
100 proof.
I can't deny Trenton on this one. For about $30, wherever you buy it at, a 9-year bourbon, Knob Creek stuff, it's really, really good. And most everybody can find this anywhere.
I would hope so. Yeah.
Fantastic shelf bottle, no doubt. All right, this is probably going to be no surprise to anyone, but our least favorite coming out of Jim Beam is the white label. And we just had the previous video to prove that, but the white label is just not my favorite. That's all.
Yeah. It's not terrible. It's just not the best from Jim Beam.
No. I would never rank it as horrible. It's just, if you're going to ask me straightforward, I have to give you an honest answer. Out of Jim Beam, that's my least favorite bottle that they offer.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, buddy. I'm going to move these this way, I think. Let me know when we're out of... How's that look?
Good. Yeah, wow.
Right.
Look at that.
Your next, pal, what do you got?
Well, next we have Old Forester, which is coming from Brown-Forman. Now, all of these picks, we didn't include Woodford or Jack Daniels. So we might as well just say this is Old Forester instead of Brown-Forman.
Okay.
Because
I don't know, though, Trent, because when I'm looking over there, I don't know. I think what you picked might trump anything that's Brown-Forman has, regardless of Jack Daniel's or.
Yeah, I could probably agree.
It's another argument.
What did you start out with, that one?
Yeah, the very best that you know of.
Awesome. Well, this is different depending on the year, but obviously
Correct.
the best from Brown-Forman is going to be the Old Forester Birthday Bourbon.
Yeah.
We've heard great things about King of Kentucky.
We
Never been able to find one.
Remember, we did have a kind gentleman send us a 1
sample.
ounce sample that we tasted in a live show, and it was mind blowing good.
Yeah.
But if we don't own the bottle, we're not going to put it on the show.
Agreed. And to be honest, the cork on this bottle kind of looks like the mushroom that I cooked up in my yard. It does. Not as big.
Stay away from that. Don't do that again.
I'm alive and well, so it was good. I didn't get sick afterwards.
You proved you made it through it.
Yeah.
There you go. So your best shelf bottle.
Yes.
That you came up with.
And this was an argument we had.
We did.
We almost threw some hands.
I'm pretty old for that. I don't know.
Was
Might not go well for me.
Old Forester? Where did you put this? Old Forester 1920. Now the argument could be made for 1910.
Yes, of course.
They're both very good shelf bottles.
Outstanding.
It just kind of depends on the proof point that you enjoy.
And I guess it came down for me, Trenton, as if it won our very first Bourbon Madness tournament. Yep. How can I not go with it?
Yeah, it's got a special place.
It does. Right it does. 1910 is fantastic also, though.
And the least favorite.
Yeah, definitely my least favorite.
Yeah, also mine would be the Old Forester Statesman.
Yeah, and I did get a lot of comments when I might have mentioned that before in another video, and I don't remember which video, but there were some comments that they liked it, and I'm happy for that. Again, I'd rather somebody purchase a bottle and love it and really like it and share it with others and enjoy it than dislike it. But for me, it just seemed a little bitter, and there's just some flavors going on there that just didn't agree with me.
Yeah, I can agree. I honestly haven't had this since we did the Old Forester kind of distillery review. Yep. But this is also based on a movie, so I don't know how long this is going to be around. If very long, I don't know if it's a continual release. If it came, if they did a big batch or something, I have no idea. But it's not very good.
All right. Which way you got?
I'll go this way.
All right, the next distillery, of course, is one of my favorites, if not my favorite. It's Wild Turkey.
He wouldn't let me talk about this one.
No, I switched it. He had it where it was over here. I was like, no.
No, you had it, or you organized all the bottles.
No, we can't do that. I've got to introduce the Wild Turkey.
That's
bottles.
fine. I'll.
You'll allow that?
I feel like we might need to kind of put these in there.
Oh, you want me to do the same thing?
Sure, yeah, why not? We'll put the nicer, not the nicer one, the more fancy one in front.
Well, my absolute favorite bottle you got for me.
I did,
actually, that I've ever tasted coming out of Wild Turkey is this Russell's Reserve 2002, a 16-year-old bourbon that is just wonderful.
A lot of pear notes in that, which is surprising.
It's just an amazing sip. I had my first sip in Arizona. I remember you guys were down there too.
Cask 53, right? Is that where you had
good
it?
memory, yeah. And I had a pour of it. It wasn't cheap. I mean, it wasn't hundreds of dollars, but it was $40-$50.
Yeah.
And it was well worth the taste.
Yeah.
And then you ended up finding it for me, so it's been great. I've been trying to milk it the best I can. I try not to drink it often because I want to enjoy it as long as I can.
Yeah.
But just a fantastic bottle. Our favorite shelf bottle, Trenton, we had a little bit of a discussion about this, but it's hard to go away from.
It is.
Wild Turkey Rare Breed. Yeah. We discussed 101 a little bit. It was in there, but I have to give the nod to the Rare Breed.
Yeah.
I love the 101. It's a great $20 bottle, $25 bottle, but that Rare Breed, $50, whatever it is now, it's a special bottle.
It is good. You drink it way more than me. I honestly have. I bought one bottle, and I'm probably at like this.
You got to be kidding me.
No.
That has to be probably my 5th or 6th bottle down here in the last few years. But
I drink more ryes at home than I do bourbons.
You do. Well, I'll give you that.
I'm also not the biggest Wild Turkey fan. It's good, but I'm not clamoring for it.
And I get you, because there are some that's in our comments that absolutely do not like it at all.
Really?
And I get it. It comes off a tiny bit sour, a little bit, but.
Yeah. Oh, somebody said it tasted like dog food or something. yeah.
I'm trying to think of the name. I'll get it here in a minute because a good person. Good comments all the time, but it absolutely does not like Wild Turkey.
And I thought the comment was hilarious.
That's all right. I'm good with that. Probably my least favorite. This is a little bit of an argument, but I'm going to put in the 80 proofer. It's not bad. It just doesn't offer me a whole lot. And the argument was.
my argument was for the Long Branch. We couldn't find it down here, so it ended up being that. I think it's either at my house or you probably gave it to Corey or something. Because honestly,
it's possible.
It wasn't. The last time we saw it was when we did the celebrity bourbon video.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't great. I didn't care for it.
Yeah,
too much,
I don't remember too much, to be honest with you. I don't remember if I really disliked it. I knew it wasn't one of my favorites of Wild Turkey. That's for sure. But I'm okay with putting this in there. Just for me personally, in my palate at 80 proof, the flavor profile just doesn't offer me a whole lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
All.
Yeah.
All right. Last but not least, man, you're gonna say the best for last. Huh?
The Mac Daddy of a lot of people's kind of wish list, unicorn list, whatever you want to call it. The best from Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace.
And keep in mind, this is stuff that we have.
Yeah.
But we went with this last year's 2022 George T. Stagg. There's a reason that there's not much out of here. I
don't
drink
blame
it
you
for
one
like
bit.
special occasions, and that's it, because this is like the
It's the crown jewel of anything I've ever tasted that we've had the opportunity to own.
Yep.
And it's phenomenal. I mean, I had, what was it, 2018, 19
18, yeah.
Good. It was good.
Yeah.
I mean, it failed in comparison to that bottle. That's a spectacular. Whoever was able to pick that one up last year, kudos to you, because that's a remarkable bottle.
Just incredible.
Yeah, very, very good.
Shelf bottle, and again, we argued a little bit about this one, but this is Kurt's pick. He went with Eagle Rare.
Yeah, I did, and hey, when it comes to Buffalo Trace, we can argue for an hour what's a shelf bottle and what's not, and that's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother time. We've discussed it in the past. One thing that irritates me a little bit about Buffalo Trace, you never can find anything that you want.
Yeah.
But I believe through all the comments and everybody that I speak to, Eagle Rare comes and goes more than a few other ones.
Yeah.
But the argument came in because Trenton actually prefers Buffalo Trace rather than the Eagle Rare, and I'm opposite on that.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do a blind at one point and see.
We should
see where that comes into play.
Well, that would be interesting for sure.
Now, the worst was actually pretty simple for us. It was
no problem with that.
The Benchmark Bonded. We did a distillery review on budget bourbons from Buffalo Trace, and we also have several of the more like mid-tier but also allocated kind of things. And this was, without a doubt, probably the easiest decision on here, because it was just not good.
Yeah, and before we recorded this video, Trent and I went in the office, because that's where all my Benchmark products are, is in the office shelf.
Yep.
And I kind of sifted around a little bit, and no question, that's my least favorite of all the Benchmark.
I wish I could have recorded it. We were in there. I'm looking at some bottles. I turn around. He's taking a pull right from the bottle. He goes, "This is horrible," and that's how it went. And I said, "I agree."
That's right. That's exactly how it went.
Yeah, but it didn't fare very well in the blind we did. But I would be interested if you guys want to have a discussion in the comments what your favorite in each category for each distillery that we talked about, or other distilleries that you want us to talk about, because there's plenty more.
We could go on and on.
We could.
We could go on and on with this.
And
discussion.
This was fun. Yeah.
And let us know if you think we're out of our mind with our choices.
I would love to hear that. I'm usually out of my mind, so it wouldn't surprise me if the comments
That'd
reflect.
be great too. Yeah, I'd love that, because there's a lot of ways you can go with this.
Oh yeah,
a lot of ways you can go.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had fun with this. I hope you do too as well. Thanks for watching. As always, we ask you to please drink responsibly, and we'll see you next time, right down here with Trent and I in a good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.
Mm-hmm.